The Scripps Howard Foundation is proud to honor excellence in community journalism with its award to Rob Kuznia, Rebecca Kimitch, and Frank Suraci. The Daily Breeze, Torrance, California for Centinela, Manipulation, Intimidation, and Corruption. Serving one of the poorest communities in Los Angeles County, the Centinela Valley Union High School District was on the brink of insolvency when Jose Fernandez became superintendent. A product of the district, Fernandez had gathered political savvy as a local city councilman, and in short order he balanced the budget, successfully campaigned for money to repair schools, and launched academic programs that created a buzz in educational circles. But the real story, uncovered by the Daily Breeze, was one of manipulation, intimidation, and corruption. First, there was the matter of Fernandez's compensation. Buried in opaque language was his annual salary of more than $660,000, nearly double the compensation of the superintendent of nearby Los Angeles Unified, the second largest district in the country. Then there was his district-funded $750,000 whole life insurance policy, his cashing out of policy in excess of $200,000, and the $910,000 home loan the district awarded him with no down payment and a 2% interest rate after a second personal bankruptcy. There were stipulations in his contract that he could only be fired by a supermajority of 4 of the 5 board members, and he needed to work 30 fewer days than other local superintendents, which meant he received overtime pay for extra work. Deeper digging revealed Fernandez was selected by politically naive school board members whose campaigns were financed by a construction company, to which the superintendent later awarded about $200 million in construction bonds. It should probably be noted that board members were paid more than 5 times the legal limit for a district of just 6,000 students. There were plenty of other findings, but in the interest of time, we'll just say, despite all these perks, the district ranked 80th out of 80 districts in Los Angeles County. The good news is that after the Daily Breeze enlightened readers, the superintendent was fired, and a state assemblyman proposed legislation that will prevent abuse and create more accountability among all California school districts. Stay tuned for results of law enforcement investigations.
It was fascinating. An A is an A. When you see that A, you know it. It was well sourced. Every question that I had, once I kept reading, those questions were answered.
The newspaper, this is a little newspaper, Daily Breeze, managed to break the story and do it so well. The writing was so sharp and so clear, and every allegation that they made, was backed up by loads of evidence, very compellingly presented.
It was just remarkable, not only in its scope, but in its clarity.
Presenting the Scripps Howard Award for Community Journalism and $10,000 to Rob Kuznia, Rebecca Kimitch, and Frank Suraci of the Daily Breeze, Torrance, California, is Brad Remington, Vice President and General Manager of Denver station KMGH Channel 7. Accepting is Michael Anastasi, Executive Editor and Vice President.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of publisher Ron Hasse and myself, we would like to thank the distinguished judges who served, as well as the Scripps Howard Foundation. And I have to tell you, just watching this video again gets me pretty fired up. And I imagine it gets a lot of you fired up. The category that we're being honored for, local journalism, community journalism, that's what we do. And that's in fact what most journalists in this country do. There's no one else watching the hen house. It's us. As we go through this profound time of transformation in our business, that's what we need to remember, that's what we need to recall. Now more than ever, local journalists are the ones who are watching the small towns, our counties, the water districts, and the school boards. And it's local newspapers and websites like ours that have a fundamental responsibility to keep our eyes open and to right the wrongs. I'm very proud of these 3 journalists, Rebecca Kimitch, Rob Kuznia, and their editor, Frank Suraci, and also I'd like to mention their managing editor who's in the audience, Tony Shakwa. They work extraordinarily hard over a long period, but no harder than the community journalists throughout our country. And I think we feel a certain amount of pride that we're also up here accepting for all of those who work hard day in, day out, keeping an eye on those who need to be watched. Thank you so very much.